All right, guys, in this video, we're going to look at example 15. And now our binomials include a number. So we're going to see how that changes things. We'll keep the procedure the same, though, up to that point. So it's y plus 2 raised to the fourth. That tells me I'm going to use the fourth row. Okay, 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. We're going to go ahead and write out our coefficients with what goes after that. So we have 1, and then we have y, and in place of our other variable, we have a 2. So in parentheses, we're going to put a 2. On all of these, that's what it's going to look like. So then we have plus 4, we have y and 2, and then we have plus 6, y, and then 2, plus 4, and then our two terms, y and 2, plus 1, and then y and 2. Okay, so we're going to work with our exponents now, and it's going to be just like we did in example 14. With our y, we're going to start high and go low, so we'll have 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. And with our second term, in this case a 2, we're going to start low and go high. So 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And again, notice that each time those exponents add up to 4. So that's important to see. So we're going to go through and simplify it now. So we have 1, we don't need that 1, y to the fourth, and 2 to the 0, we don't need that 2 to the 0, so we'll just have y to the fourth, plus, and then we have 4, y to the third times 2 to the first. 2 to the first is just 2, so this is 4 times 2, which is 8, y to the third, plus. Okay, now we have 6, y squared and 2 squared. Well, 2 squared is 4. 6 times 4 is 24, y squared. And then on to our next term, we have 4, y to the first, 2 to the third. 2 to the third is 2 times 2 times 2, or 8. And 4 times 8 is 32. 32y. We don't need raised to the first. And then we have 1 times y to the 0 times 2 to the fourth. 2 to the fourth is 16. So we'll have 16 there at the end. Okay. Now on part B, let's see how it changes when I have a minus sign. Okay. So we're going to start off the same way. Our exponent is 3, meaning that we're going to use this third row. Okay, let's start off with our coefficients. So we're going to have 1, and then in parentheses, our first term is 4, and our second term is y. And now we have a minus sign. So just like we saw in example 14, we're going to go from a positive to a negative. We're going to have negative 3. And then here's our 4, and here's our y. And then we're going to go from positive to negative to positive, positive 3, and then 4, y, and then positive to a negative, negative 1, 4, and y. And now let's deal with our exponents. We're going to start with the 4. We'll start high and go low. So 3, 2, 1, 0. And then onto our y, we'll start low and go high. So 0, 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and simplify this. So 4 to the third. 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. And we have a 1 and a y to the 0, so we won't include those. And then we have minus, okay? 4 squared is 16. 3 times 16 is 48. So we'll have 48y plus Okay, now we have 3 times 4 raised to the first. 4 raised to the first is 4. 3 times 4 is 12, y squared. Then we have negative 1 times 4 raised to the 0. 4 raised to the 0 is 1. So we have just minus y to the third at the end of that. Again, when I have a negative sign, I see the pattern of negative, then positive, then negative, and positive, and keep going like that. So, guys, that's that. If you have questions, obviously ask them. This is your try it. So go ahead and expand that completely. And if you have questions, let's talk in class.